That this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Grizzly. This is Grizzly True Crime, and last time we met about this case, Alison Chao, 15 years old, last seen July 16th on a Tuesday and cycling on her own, was still missing. And when we spoke, which I think was yesterday actually, depending on when you're watching this, I said to you guys, I hope I see you again tomorrow or very soon and that she's found safe. She's been found safe. Oh my word, please like and share so that everyone can learn this information, right? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to show you some of the news clips. We're also going to look at a video that's been circulating just for a little bit of context, and then we're going to watch the press conference. The reason we're going to watch the video also is because in the press conference, the family acknowledged the video is real, it did happen, but they're not really going to talk about it. So we'll look at that. Would-be God said, so happy she's safe. Now it's up to the authorities to make sure, she stays that way. Yes, okay, so let me quickly bring up this article for you. We've got to just adjust things a little bit. We've just watched a full day of trial together. So if you aren't watching the Ashley Benefield trial with us, I hope you'll meet us tomorrow. Okay, so this is the first bit of news I saw on it. And I was like, wait, what? Couldn't believe it. Wait, what? No. Okay, so yes, thank goodness. So they said missing Southern California girl 15 found safe. Now, Alison Chao, the 15-year-old Monterey Park girl who was missing since last Tuesday, has been found safe. So today is actually exactly 1 week since she last went missing. Her father's attorney confirmed to KTLA. Chao went missing around 5:30 p.m. on July 16th after riding a blue mountain bike away from her father's house on the 200 block of North Ynez Avenue. She was headed to her aunt's house in a nearby San Gabriel, but then of course she went her own way, right? Her aunt called her father at about 8 p.m. to alert him that Chao never arrived at her home. After a week of intense searching, Chao arrived alone at the local ABC affiliate station in Glendale on Tuesday. The attorney confirmed to KTLA's Kimberly Cheng. She was then turned over to the Glendale police. Chao is now safe, according to her attorney. As of 11:30 a.m. Tuesday, there's no public indication as to why she disappeared. So we're going to look at that one. Quickly, this one as well. This is from ABC 7. Let me just see if there's anything. I have to quickly speed read this. So they say, according to a security guard at ABC 7, the girl was walking and had been followed by someone in a car who recognized her as a missing minor and called the police. Good job to that person. You see something, you say something. We even have merch for that now. You see something, you say something. We need to teach people that, right? So they were like, wait. That's Allison, right? So they called it in and it turned out to be her. So they say someone was driving, right? And they recognized her, called the police. The Glendale Police Department said Monterey Park Police are now handling the investigation and did not provide any further details. Eyewitness News is approaching this case with caution and seeking out any answers that could shed light on the situation. Chao reportedly left her home last week around 5:30 p.m. She was headed to her aunt's home in San Gabriel but never arrived. Okay? I just want to make sure that yeah, we are live and we're all good. Okay, so there's that one. And then here, we saw that bit of footage as well. And her mom said, I've become aware of misinformation, attacks, threats of violence against me, my family, and even those who are trying to help in the search for Allison. I have seen some postings that refer there to being a mom's side and a dad's side. And here they echoed exactly what we said yesterday, that it's not about the mom's side or the dad's side. It's Team Allison. We are all here for Allison. Okay. So, they said there should not be any sides in the search for Allison. So a teenage girl who was reported missing for a week in Monterey Park has been found safe. I'm just showing you many media articles so you can see it's true. She was found safe, okay? And so the rest, we've been plotting everything on the map. We did so much map time and deep dives and everything here to try to figure out where she was. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have answers yet, but I'm dying to watch the press conference with you and see if we learn anything from that, right? So this person said So volunteers helped in a coordinated search this past weekend, going door to door in the neighborhood she was spotted riding her bike through. Another search party was set to meet Monday evening at Fresco Market in Herman, which is near the last location that Allison was spotted. Many volunteers who don't know the family were helping with the efforts to find her. And someone said, "It's a 15-year-old girl. I just want to help out," said Guy Hashimoto, a volunteer with the search group. Like everybody else, it just breaks your heart. You just want to help out. If it's passing out flyers, helping with the search, whatever I can do to help, which is just so great. The Fast and the Curious, thank you so much for your sticker. You said, "My 15-year-old daughter passed away in 22 and my heart was breaking for those parents. I'm so glad, whatever the circumstances, that she made it home. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry to hear that." And thank you for your message. So what I'm going to show you here now, I'm sure many of you have seen it. Remember the TikTok video we looked at yesterday? That guy, ETC, I don't know how to say his channel name. It's like Kej or ETC. But that one, I'll link it as well for you, okay? He posted this video. He posted a longer TikTok about it, just saying, well, you know, people were attacking him, you know, making death threats at him, camping outside his house. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? When he's just sharing information that could be helpful. Anyway, so he said he didn't want to release this video, but he felt at the time now it was important because people will kind of like show us receipts or whatever. So this is apparently a video that Alison Chao took with her own cell phone. Okay, the cell phone she allegedly left behind. She took it with her cell phone the day before she went missing, because there were these rumors that her mother wanted to check her into a mental health facility the following day at 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock. That time seems to have changed a bit. Sounds like 11 o'clock. And so here the police are trying to get Allison to come out of the house and go to that facility via a court order. So just trigger warning, it's very upsetting to watch. You can hear how distressed Allison sounds, and she's making allegations at her mom, saying her mom is an abuser and all kinds of things. So just take it for what it is. Again, we're Team Allison, but here we go.
Hello.
Hi.
So am I. Okay. Do you mind opening the door for me, Allison, please?
No, sorry.
Huh?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. Well, I do need to speak with you.
Okay.
Can you open the door for me, please?
We're speaking.
Huh?
We're speaking.
Out here.
I'm right here.
Huh?
I'm right here.
Okay. Do you mind opening the door, or?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Look, it could be as easy as you open the door.
Why do I need to open the door?
Because I do need to speak with you.
But I'm speaking with you.
Huh?
But I'm speaking with you.
Okay. But I need you to open the door so you can come out and speak.
I'm right here.
Okay. Can you do that for me?
No, I'm okay right here. Thank you.
I can't hear you.
I'm okay right here. Thank you.
Okay. We do need to talk.
But I feel safer on this side.
Huh?
I feel safer on this side.
You don't feel safe with us out here, or?
I don't feel safe with her right there.
Okay. So well, here's the thing. Okay? There's a court order that you need to go with mom. A court order is a court order issued by the judge. Okay? So that's why we're here. Okay? It could go very easily. As far as you coming out, you go with mom, or the judge could pull you away from both parents. You make that decision.
I'm not going.
Huh?
I'm not going.
And that's going to be your decision. Because mom goes back, the judge is going to pull you away from both. Okay? Understand? I don't want that to happen to you. Okay? That's why I'm asking. You open the door and you go with mom, and it's a done deal.
I'm not going.
Okay? You're not going to be staying with mom.
I'm not going anywhere with her.
Otherwise, if mom returns, then you know what the judge is going to order? He's going to order removal from both parents. Is that what you want?
I'm not
Answer
going.
my question. Is that what you want?
No, but I'm not going anywhere with her.
Okay. Then if you just open the door and you go along with mom, it's a done deal.
I told you I'm not going anywhere with her.
Okay. Is that well, here's the thing, Allison. You're 15, so you cannot make a decision. Okay? It's not like you're 18. Once you're 18, then believe me, I would walk away.
My lawyer
You're not
said I
18.
can.
Huh?
My lawyer said I can.
Okay, who's your lawyer?
Emily Robinson.
Okay. Do you want to put it on the form? Because mom does have a court order from a judge. Signed from a judge, and a judge supersedes an attorney. Okay?
I'm not
You have to
going.
understand that. This is a court order. This is not just us showing up and saying, hey, go with mom. No. There's a court order.
I'm
You
not
need to
going.
understand that.
Are you guys gonna be done soon? I gotta get back to work. So.
Okay? Yeah, as soon as mom has a court order.
I understand
Okay.
that, but I gotta get back to work. So I'm just asking, how long is this
As
going
soon
to
as,
go?
as soon as she's the one prolonging it, not me. As soon as she opens the door and walks out, we're done. Okay?
Let's copy it.
Is this their copy?
No, it's her copy.
That's, yeah. Dad knows. Dad was there as part of it
Oh, okay.
as well, yeah. Yeah, he knows about it, so.
Okay.
And not opening the door, I mean, that's just, you're,
I'm staying out of it. I'm just.
no, I mean,
assessing
she's
it.
15. Do you make the decisions or she does?
You guys told me last time that she's
You answered my
14
question.
and she made, and it's her decision. That's what you
At
guys told me
15,
last time.
I mean, she's not like.
You guys told me that when she's 14, she can make a decision last time. That's what you guys told me last time.
So are you gonna open the door so daughter could come out or no? Just answer my question.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm assisting with the matter.
Well, I mean, assisting will
If you
be.
read on the thing, I am assisting with the matter. I'm telling her to go. Allison, you need to go.
Okay,
I'm
Allison,
not going.
you need to go.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not going? She abused me. She hurt me.
Can you open the door?
No, I don't feel safe around.
I was advised that, look, I'm assisting and I am assisting.
Okay, can you open the door and maybe we could talk to her and have her get in the car?
No.
She doesn't want to. I cannot force her. I don't know what else to do.
Call your attorney, have a good attorney on the phone.
My attorney right now, she's in court right now.
Okay, so the detective explained to you that once she goes back and sees a judge, judge's gonna order removal from you, both of you guys, you're fine with that?
I
You're fine with that,
honestly,
yes or no?
please, sir, can you talk to me in a normal voice instead
I'm
of
asking you
threatening?
yes
I feel
or no.
threatened right now.
Okay,
So I'm telling you, I'm complying. I'm doing everything to comply.
Jeffrey, complying will be you opening the door and saying, hey, you need to go. Allison, you need
I'm
to
telling
go.
her she needs to
Obviously,
go
you're not
now.
opening the
Here,
door, so you're not complying.
I am complying. I don't know where the key. I don't even know where the keys are right now. Because right now I'm very like this. I feel threatened by him. The way that he was speaking to me.
really?
Yes, I feel
The way I
threatened, sir.
speak to you is the way I speak to my children.
Well, I'm sorry that you
So-
speak to your children like that. I'm telling her to go right now. You see me telling her she needs to go. I don't know what else to do.
And is there,
Can you look for the key and open this door, please?
Can I close the door right now? Because we have a lot of lizards and stuff that runs in. And let me look for it.
I'll make sure no go in. Allison, you need to go.
I'm not going. She hurt me.
Allison, can you step away right now? Let me find out where.
Okay.
Just a quick pause there. It's hectic, right? Oh my goodness. I know that the police are just doing their job and there's a court order that the mom has. And I think her mom is worried about her mental health. But if a child is saying, I'm not going with her, she abuses me, she hurts me, isn't that something for the police to be like, whoa, let's take her back to the station and at least interview her or something, right? I don't know. Just my opinion. I'm just so worried about Allison here. Sylvia said, and all of this time, the mom is completely emotionless. Yeah, she's in the background there.
Let me find.
It's an order from a judge, and I don't really want him to remove you from both parents and place you.
Can I try calling my attorney? I know she's in court right now. Let me try to call my attorney right now.
I mean, it's a court order.
I know. Let me try to call my attorney right now because
Okay.
I need to figure out what's going on.
You be able to go back to court and let them know? Not opening the door for us, the security gate. Okay. Does he know where these breaks? And she has to be there by today? Is there a time?
Call from 1-800-955-906. Call from 1-800-955-906.
I'm trying to get a hold of her.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Mom has agreed that maybe if you could drive her out there, she needs to be there by 11 today. If you could drive her out there, we walk away.
I told her I can't. I was told I can't put hands on her. So
On
if
who?
she refuses, on her, I was told if she refuses, I can't put hands on her. Okay. That's even the court told me that.
Allison, are you willing to go with that?
No, I don't want to go.
Listen, you don't have a choice. You have to be there today by a certain time.
They said I had a choice.
Okay? The court ordered for you to be at this facility by 11 a.m. That's like in an hour and 20 minutes.
I'm not going.
Listen, If you're willing for dad to take you,
I said
you
I'm
will
not
walk away.
willing.
Mom doesn't have to take
I'm
you.
not going.
Okay, then understand what happens next. If the judge takes you away from both parents, that's the decision that you made. Okay, not us, not dad, not mom.
I'm
Okay.
not going.
Okay, you're not willing to go with dad.
No.
Okay.
I'm willing to drive her if she's willing to go.
So you might have to just. Yeah. All right.
All right.
And then the next day, she went missing. She left. I don't know where she went. I don't know where she's been this whole time. But she was found safe. I hope she'll be okay, right? Yeah. AP said this is so painful. So again, I will link this channel. It's HSKidge. I will link his channel if you want to see this video again. Or of course, I'm giving credit to this channel right here. We looked at his TikTok yesterday about that. So I just quickly want to go to the website here and we're going to look at a press conference right now. I just want to see what they say. Updates. Okay, they say there's the update. Allison has been found. Okay, so we could see that there. And if we look on the Instagram page, oh, wait, pause. What does it say? Missing minor Alison Jillian Chao safely located by Monterey Park Police Department. Alison Jillian Chao, reported missing last Tuesday, has been safely located this morning with the assistance of Glendale Police Department. Monterey Park Police Department extends its appreciation to the community members and to many local, state, and federal partners for their assistance during the investigation. Okay, so that's what they say. I wonder though, if we go, I just want to see, was there anything else posted there? I think there was a statement posted on the Instagram page from Annie Chao. I think we did read that yesterday. And there were people helping out. We saw that. Oh, and then there was that news release. Okay, so there's that. And now there was a press conference just held. It looks like it's 40 minutes long. Let's see it. Okay. And they say, watch live. Family of Monterey Park teenager who was found safe after missing for a week, speaking to the media. Okay, so let's play this.
Was supposed to be headed to San Gabriel.
Ooh, we
At
have to
some
boost
point
it.
in time, her direction veered in the Monterey Park area. Was supposed to be headed to San Gabriel. At some point in time, her direction veered somewhat west. I do have friends that are business owners in the city of Alhambra on Main Street. I understand that a lot of business owners were cooperative in providing video surveillance footage in helping law enforcement, specifically Monterey Park PD, in trying to locate her. At some point in time, as you folks are aware, Allison was actually seen in the El Sereno and or Highland Park area. I personally have friends that live on that street, call us, an attorney and a judge. It's my understanding that friends and family were very diligent and were actually knocking door to door, asking for video camera footage, specifically Ring cameras. It's my understanding that one of the reasons she may have been spotted.
Just a pause. Someone says, who is the speaking? I wish I knew. Does anyone know? They just started the press conference just like this. Just like, bam, there it is. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming the police, but I can only assume.
In the Highland Park area was because of the fact there was a family member, I believe a grandfather at one point, that lived there in that location. The location where she was actually found, in my understanding, is that Allison showed up to the Channel 7 news location, which is somewhat northwest in a diagonal direction from the city of Highland Park. It's my understanding that immediately prior to showing up to the station, a female recognized her, began to follow Allison to the station. They made contact, they spoke, and together they arrived at the station. It's my understanding that Allison was making statements or attempting to make statements to the media. At that point in time, Glendale PD was notified. The Glendale PD thereafter made contact.
Quick pause. Engineer said it seemed like an attorney. That could be it, actually, because earlier, what we were supposed to do in this stream was actually watch a press conference, because earlier today, Allison's dad said that he's going to hold a press conference with his attorney. So this is probably the attorney. You're probably right, Engineer. Smart. So then that was supposed to happen at about 1 p.m. California time, so PST. But then she was found before that, and it's like, wait, what? And now they're having this press conference, in any case, to just explain a few things. So that's great that they still had the press conference, because I was kind of worried, are they now not going to have it at all? What happened?
With the Monterey Park Police Department, I was informed by Detective Zhang, who was one of the lead detectives out of Monterey Park, about the fact that she did in fact now make it safely to Monterey Park PD, their station. She is there, she is safe. Detective Zhang was actually scheduled to be here at 12:30 before you folks arrived for follow-up questions with Dad and family and attempting to help search for her. Of course, that became moot upon notification that Allison was found. On behalf of Mr. Chao and the family, my legal investigator here behind me now, Mr. Ray Laura, did commence the search as well based upon the information that's been provided by family and by the public. Based upon our experience in these kind of areas, we suspected she would be moving towards either the north or west direction from Highland Park, and we thought it was unlikely she would back trail, given the fact that she didn't want to be seen or found at that point in time. We're just thankful and happy that she made it, that she's safe. As far as what is she doing now, there's a protocol involved whenever you have minor children involved in either crimes or missing child situations. It's my understanding through Detective Zhang that the DCFS, Department of Family and Child Services, has been contacted. That is protocol. As recent as about 15-20 minutes ago, I was informed that the officers, are awaiting their arrival to conduct their investigation and or analysis before family can actually go, and specifically Dad, be allowed to go in and speak to her and talk to her. At this point in time, I want to turn the attention of Mr. Chao, Mr. Jeffrey Chao. I believe he has something to say as well to you folks.
We're going to have to move all the microphones in front of him, or he's going to have to switch places.
We can switch places. I'll get up.
And in Spanish,
Vamos a hacer después.
después.
Sí.
Yeah, if you could switch places.
Yeah.
And
You
he'll
got it,
have to
sure.
Speak into the microphone.
Sure.
Pretty
Yeah,
loud.
Mr. Chao.
Thank you.
Once again, this is Mr. Jeffrey Chao. He is the father of Allison.
Mr. Chao, can you speak a little closer to the microphone? Thank you very much. Spell your name, T.
Jeffery Chao.
Thank you.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, this afternoon, everyone. I just really appreciate everyone coming out, and I really like to thank, all the friends and community that come out and help, find her. We've been really worried about where she's been, and, we really appreciate what everybody's done and helped out with.
Jeffrey, can you talk about why she left? There's a video circulating online showing that she was having problems with her mother, and Monterey Park Police were trying to get her to go to a psychiatric facility.
Ma'am, at this point in time, we cannot comment on the video. I do understand that there's a YouTube video that has come out.
Can you get closer?
Sure. Based upon the current open litigation in family law court, also juxtaposing the fact that she is a minor. Whenever there's a minor involved, either the criminal system or the family law system, there's layers of protection that are afforded the minor because of the status of being a minor. That being said, and specifically as to what you're asking about the content in that video, what was said by Allison, it cannot be commented on based upon the pending litigation.
Mr. Chao, I know your attorney brought up what people are saying on social media, and with that in mind, did you see Allison, or did you hear from Allison at all this last week?
No.
You can answer that, yeah.
No.
Is it, I know this is such a difficult situation because you're dealing with your daughter. Do you believe that she ran away, or do you believe that somebody took her?
If I could comment on that, I think we can quote the Monterey Park Police Department. They made a statement at some point in time that they couldn't comment on that exact question. However, their official statement was that there was no immediate threat of harm. what we can say, what we do know objectively, obviously none of us here were with Allison day by day, but what is undisputed factually is that she left on her own accord on her bicycle. She was found at the station with the Good Samaritan, as I'll call her, that saw her, witnessed her, recognized her, followed her, and ultimately contacted her. Those two prior, I guess, let's call it departure and arrival, had no indications of any foul play whatsoever. My discussions with Monterey Park Police Department, I've received no indication of any type of foul play. There's been no information. There's no indication of a kidnapping, if that's what you're specifically asking.
Well, what about, and again, I understand that we're dealing with a teenager, but
Sure.
Where has she been? I mean, where has she been staying? Where's her bicycle?
Those questions you're asking are, I'm sure, about to be asked by the Department of Child and Family Services, social workers. Mr. Chao, upon my confirmation that she is now being held in the Monterey Park Police Department, we don't have access to her at this point in time because of the protocol that's being involved. Once the social workers are done with their interview, their examinations, and their evaluations, then mom and dad can essentially talk to her, but including friends and family. But at this point in time, we don't have those answers because she was just found, and they're going through the hoops as far as protocol is concerned.
Did she willingly want to go to Channel 7? Is that what we're understanding here, or was this Good Samaritan guiding her to the police station?
My sources indicate that she was on her way on her own accord to Channel 7. Yes, ma'am, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can finish answering that question, but I wanted to ask Mr. Chao if you could kind of provide some background on the family dynamics leading up to this point. Who has custody?
I'm sorry, Mel, I have to stop you there. I do have counsel here, his family law attorney. There is still an open court case as far as the custody issue is concerned. As such, they are not allowed to comment openly as to where they're at in terms of the court system, unfortunately, at this point in time.
So you can't say you have custody?
She lived with mom or dad?
If I could have a brief one. I can confirm she was living with dad. Yes.
Just to follow up on that, we received an email from Emily Robinson saying that a judge granted sole custody decision-making to Annie Chao, the mother. Is that accurate or inaccurate?
Well, you have a minors counsel who, I guess I'm gonna, as usual, I'll take the role of the bad guy here. It's my understanding that there's been issues with minors counsel. There is a lot going on within the family law case setting. Unfortunately, it can't be commented on at this point in time, but I can address what was asked prior.
I can address that.
Sure, thank you, counsel.
Are you minors?
I'm the family law attorney for Jeffrey.
Can you just get in front of?
So I don't see the mom here, but I think this is a press conference that the dad was going to hold anyway. He's holding a press conference with his attorneys, is what I'm understanding. Okay.
Microphones, I'm sorry. And spell your name for us.
Hannah Bui, B-U-I is the last name. I go by Hannah, H-A-N-N-A-H. In regards to sole legal custody, minors counsel is correct in the sense that the mother has sole legal custody for mental health. But as far as other items are concerned, she does not. There's no custody in that sense.
Oh, so the mother has sole legal custody for making mental health decisions on what will happen to her, but they share custody, physical custody.
Right now, if minors counsel is informing the media that mother has physical custody, yes. As of last week, physical custody was granted to mother on a temporary basis, set for a return hearing.
So
After,
ongoing custody case.
correct. And
Yes.
so I don't want to discuss further on that because it is the privacy of the minor child, along with my client wanting to keep that as a private matter. He's here to thank the public for helping in finding her, and that myself, along with his counsel and co-counsel in this matter, will help him navigate through the family court system to what he believes is in the best interest of Allison at this point.
Are there siblings?
No siblings.
Mr. Chao, are you able to say, do you have any concerns over, at this point, over Allison's safety? And can you say if DCFS has been involved with her at any point?
Firstly, to answer the latter part of your question, DCFS by operational law is involved.
They-
Before this?
We're going to refrain from addressing prior histories involving DCFS, given the sensitive nature. However, I can verify directly through Detective Zhang, once again, that, and also by operational law, DCFS is 100% involved. They are, I believe, physically en route if they have not already arrived at the Monterey Park Police Department.
You just mentioned that they were involved prior. You guys just said that, right? I mean, before.
There's a history that it all ties in, unfortunately, folks, to the family law custody issues that have to be refrained upon. I'm quite shocked, to be honest, that doing your diligent work as a reporter, we're able to communicate with Minors Counsel. So obviously that cat is out of the bag, but at this point in time, the request is to stay silent as far as any current open, ongoing family law litigation.
Where's
Mr.
mom?
Chao.
Where's mom today celebrating this?
I don't have that answer, ma'am.
Do you have any concerns about Allison's safety right now and well-being?
Well, that's been the whole gist of this since last Tuesday, a week ago. Safety is the number one concern. Safety is the one issue that wanted to be addressed by myself and Mr. Chao and his aunt and everyone else upon notification this morning while I was at court that she was found. It's my understanding that from my source at Channel 7, people at the actual station were saying that she looked a little frail. You can understand that. She's been gone for a week. And I tried to inquire with the officers at Monterey Park PD about a half hour, an hour ago, about her condition. Is she physically well? How is she doing? Because of their position, typically it's not giving out any information, if anything, a little. Their position is that she is absolutely safe. That's directly from Monterey Park PD.
Mr. Chao, how are you doing? I know you seem visibly upset, but I'm sure this has been a long week for you. What's going through your mind? And walk us through what this week has been like for you.
It's just been very tiring. Been very concerned. You know, I just want what's in the best interest of Allison at this point.
So you haven't been able to see her yet?
No.
My time of coming to know Mr. Chao, I know he's a loving father. He served in the military for this country prior. He's done absolutely everything possible within his power to try to bring Allison home. I'm sure you folks have seen the initial flyer that was made for Allison, the red flyer. That was actually done by, I think, one of the children here, this gentleman here. At some point in time, I think the phone numbers were changed throughout the last week or so to have the number directed other places. But from day one, it was my client and his family and friends that put the flyer together, that were out there searching diligently and doing everything in their possible power to bring her home. I know, like knowing Mr. Chao, he's a reserved gentleman, not vocal, at least to the degree of some of us, like myself, maybe some of you guys. But he has done absolutely everything possible to bring her home, and we're just glad that we got the news today that she's back and that she is safe.
Was mom out there searching too the entire time?
I don't know mom personally. It's my understanding that mom was making efforts as well, out there as well. Yes.
Just to clarify pardon me guys, just to clarify. So it's believed, no foul play here, that she left on her own accord. Where she was, we're going to figure out later.
Correct.
But we do not believe that she was abducted. We believe that she left, she ran away.
That's our understanding. That's my understanding. That's based upon the...
Thank goodness, because as we say, even if she, which sounds like she left on her own, she ran away. Ooh, at least she didn't cross paths with that guy with the attempted kidnapping in that area, which is actually 20 minutes away from where she was last seen. That was so close, on my word, you know, or some other predator or something, or being baited by someone online. Thankfully, she was found safe.
Once again, the evidence, how she left, how she got found, and my communication with law enforcement. There's been, I believe from the get-go, no real suspicion of foul play or an actual kidnapping, if you will.
Do you think she had any help along the way?
Well, I hate to speculate. I don't have that answer. There were questions asked before. Perhaps I could take the time now to clarify. It's my understanding that she did not have her cell phone. I don't believe she was using a debit card or credit card. And I believe at some point in time in her keys, she actually had, was it an air tag? But she didn't have those items on her upon departure.
Mr. Chao, are you currently seeking full custody and
I'm sorry, we can't comment on that right now. Yeah, that's well, first of all, it's a question directed at Ms. Bowie here, but let's see, it's already ongoing litigation at this point.
And attorney, you're the defense, you're his divorce attorney.
Counsel here is the divorce attorney. I'm somewhat of a spokesperson capacity. And so part of my, I guess for lack of a better word, reason why I'm here was aiding and bringing all you folks here in the media together, initially with the point of being to try to help find her and bring her home.
Okay, but attorney, you're his lawyer, you're his divorce lawyer, and then they've got minors counsel somewhere else.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
I understand that.
Are you going for divorce or are you divorced? I'm sorry.
Am I divorced? Just kidding. I can't comment on that. Your question's about
I want to know, her friends are here.
Sure.
Somebody want to talk?
Yeah, I think
We need
you guys
somebody
want to
talk.
talk because I think they had some statements, but actually there were statements that we were going to talk about when we thought she was missing. But you guys want to
Do you want
say?
to divorce her?
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to ask Mr. Chao if there is anything you would like to share about Allison, your relationship with her, and just her as a child and your daughter, for us to know a little bit more about her.
Yeah. Okay. No. You want to talk? Say, yeah, let's see. Love you. Let's see.
She's a very intelligent child person, and she's
You're the same that she used to bake for. Yeah.
you know, a godly person that just really with a really good heart.
Is she pretty street savvy? I mean, she was a 15-year-old just out in, we don't know where she was for this last week.
Well, I will say this. I know that she's definitely a smart girl. Allison went to the same grammar school that I went to. That's All Souls Elementary in Alhambra. I actually lived there, so it's close to home. My investigator, Ray, his two children went to All Souls Elementary, lives in the area. So this is really a community thing for a lot of us. But I do have her best friends that are here. Just because of their age, we're going to refrain from stating their names. You guys went to All Souls as well?
Yeah.
Oh, we have more Panthers over here, All Souls Panthers. And from what I understand, Allison used to bake really good. She's a great baker. But did you guys want to say something to Allison?
To Allison herself.
You can say it to Allison herself or to the folks.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead? We're not going to say their names. You guys want to come over here? Sure, we can do that. Yeah, over here, guys. Let's just stand up right here, Mr. Chao. Yeah. Yeah, come on over, guys.
Okay, we're about halfway through this press conference. It's a 40-minute press conference, and we watched 20 minutes so far. My jaw is just kind of on the floor, like, what? Phew, this is very hectic. I'm just so glad that she was found alive and well and safe. That someone saw her walking and called the police. That was great as well. My goodness. And now it's up to the courts because it sounds like there really is like a divorce, custody battles, all sorts of things going on that we probably should never have known about. Now we know a little bit about it, but I'm glad. Yeah, recovery addict, welcome. You said glad she was found safe. Yeah, me too. Oh my goodness.
All right. So, in respecting families' wishes, we'll refrain from their names. They are juveniles as well.
Do their parents, their parents' permission to?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They actually came prepared with speeches in trying to help get Allison back to find her. Everyone's happy that she was found, but why don't you tell us a little bit of Allison or what anything you want to say to her?
Okay. Sorry. To tell a little bit about Allison, since we went to the same elementary school, she would always help me learn Chinese. And to her, I guess I was known as the boy with a bowl cut. And I've known her for 10 years now. She would always bring baked goods to my house since I live in the neighborhood of her aunt. And one thing to say to her that my sister and I could say is that I know everything, and my dad knows everything, and we are going to do the best to help you, Allison. And that would be all.
Great, good job. You want to say something? And you guys are brother and sister, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, okay. You want to go ahead and speak to the people and or Allison directly?
Allison, I just wanted to say I'm your friend and I'm here to support you. And I want to help make sure that you end up in the right place.
Thank you. But one more question. What's your reaction to her being found after being missing for a week?
Well, we didn't find out until like this morning, and we were very glad, and we were just praying that she was safe. Thank you.
Good job. Okay, folks. At this point, I'm not sure you guys have any other questions or concerns.
Thank you. Has she ever had a history of wanting to run away? Has she ever indicated that she wanted to leave the home or done anything similar to this?
I'm not aware of it.
Okay. My client's, to answer your question, ma'am, he's unaware of any desires or intent on doing anything like this.
And she's never run away before?
No, I understand. Okay.
Thank you.
You guys got it? Thank you, guys.
I would like to
Yes.
speak. Do I need
Oh, I'm
to-
sorry, yes, we
Okay.
got, yes, I'm sorry, we have, this is Allison's aunt.
Jeffrey's
Yes.
brother? Jeffrey's
Sister.
I think it's very important that as a community, we all band together to fight for Allison and make sure her voice is heard. The system has failed her. We are hearing that this is a child who would never do anything like this. She is a good kid. She's a smart kid. She's a kind kid. She goes to Bible study. She would never do anything like this. So I need the community to make sure that we fight for her and we make sure that her voice and her story is heard. Changes need to be made. People need to be held accountable. This is not acceptable.
For people that don't know, can you kind of get into why or how the system has failed?
Yeah, I'm a little confused about that. The decision's made by the courts, or has the court system?
It's not, well, I don't want to speak for the aunt here, but unfortunately, going back to the history that's been mentioned, the current litigation, prior litigation, it's my understanding that families upset with how things had transpired within the system. But,
Who did they think failed?
well,
When you're saying the family, well, obviously.
I'm not saying it, but yeah.
This is the family court system.
sure, well, there's,
Can you
Is
speak
that what
to?
you mean when you say the system failed?
I just want her story to, I want her voice to be heard. Is that too much to ask?
It's not too much to ask, we just want to clarify so that
Because she's a child, I feel like nobody wants to hear her.
we want to hear her.
We won.
We want
We
to hear
won.
her, but we need to understand what the system, the school system, the
I think we all want to hear Allison's voice. We all do. It's just that there's court battles going on. So unfortunately, some things can't be said, right? But of course, I hope that Allison knows there's an entire community of Grizzlies worldwide that care about her. And I really hope that she'll be okay.
family court system. What's the system?
We need to know. No, it's clear. You mentioned accountability. What does accountability look like in this case? And can you say who should be held accountable?
How come we help you?
you know, at this point in time, based upon the fact that this is the aunt as opposed to a father or mother, I believe it's, I guess, in my client's best interest that we refrain from answering that. But I think the sentiment of the aunt here, I think, is not mistaken. It's been, she said what she's had to say. I do understand, concur with her. But in terms of delving into specifics at this point in time, unfortunately, once again, given the current pending litigation, can't be commented on.
To be clear, I mean, I think we want to help get that message out there. We just want to be able to navigate who she is trying to say is at fault.
I understand your
That way we can help.
Yeah, you're angry at the mom
Yeah.
or the court system, or who you're angry at?
You can talk.
Give me a second here.
I like how the media's like, you can talk, you can tell us, but like maybe they can't right now, based on what's going on in court, right?
Okay. Based upon, once again, unfortunately, the current open litigation, it's a request of counsel for Mr. Chao in family court that at the end on further comment. She has made her statement, and we're going to leave it at that.
Thanks, Belle.
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, Team Allison. I think what people also need to realize is they're trading very carefully. Because if they... I'm going to speculate. Speculation warning. If they put a toe out of line, maybe the mom will win full custody. You know what I mean? And maybe that's... Maybe if I read the room, what people don't seem to want. I'm not sure. Okay, it's my personal opinion. Grizzly over here in Switzerland, just speculating. For example, earlier, Jessica in chat said the dad didn't want to have her back. The dad didn't have her back when the cops were at the door. He's full of it. I don't think he's full of it. I think he's following court orders. And if he doesn't do so, then he'll lose Allison forever. Is what I'm reading the room to be like. I'm not sure, but it seems to be the case. They have to follow everything very carefully so that in the best interest, of course, for Allison. So yeah, I really hope that Allison just knows there's a community all over the world fighting for her, like wanting the best for her and caring about her.
She's going to choose not to. This just referred to her as Allison's aunt. Thank you.
Okay, gato encerrado.
Okay, guys, any last minute questions, concerns? Once again, right now she's physically at the Monterey Park Police Department. I'm hopeful that I'm going to receive an update. If not, I'll demand an update. I'll be contacting the detectives as well personally to confirm where we're at with the timeline here. As mentioned, anytime a child is involved in anything related to criminal law or any type of accusations of any sort, DCFS by operational law is contacted. Whether you go to the doctor as a child, and the doctor suspects something, the doctor by operational law has to contact law enforcement. At this point in time, we're anxious for her to be released, but at this point in time, she is being held.
But you did say DCFS was involved prior.
That's correct. Well, I did say DCFS is on the way right now.
But you did say earlier that they were involved prior.
I was not her attorney. Excuse me, her attorney or little Miss Jeffrey's attorney prior. I don't have specific information. I was not involved.
But just to clarify, the mother has temporary sole custody right
As of
now.
last week.
As of last week.
That's what you
Counsel can address that. She's the attorney for him.
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay.
Which I think what they've said is that Allison was living with her dad for about a year already. But you see, if again, I'm going to speculate, it's my disclaimer, I'm speculating. If the mom is playing the court system like a chess game and now has this mental health facility court order, well, then the mom somehow, got custody, temporary sole custody. Ooh, that's so scary.
And it appears that is not what Allison wants.
Is that video that's circulating accurate with the police at the door, Allison saying she doesn't want to go with her mom? Is that actually Allison?
I understand that is Allison, based upon, unfortunately, I hate playing this game with you folks over here, but the pending litigation statements that were made do have a legal bearing inside a court of law, specifically the family law court, can't be commented on.
Did she say anything prior to leaving? Anything noteworthy?
That's a good question. I don't have that answer. Mr. Chao, did she make an indication?
Leave a note.
There was no note, no indication, according to Mr. Chao, that she had any intent whatsoever to leave the home.
What was the last interaction you had with her?
Her leaving.
So did you see her leave?
Yes.
And she just got on her bike to go to her grandparents and just said bye.
To her aunt's house.
In the city of San Gabriel,
Yeah,
right,
sorry.
right.
To
Yes.
clarify though, is that video real? That really is her voice? That's a real video?
It is a real video. We have discussed it. It is her talking, yes.
And you were there because we could hear you.
Well, we're...
Who shot the video?
We're gonna get into that.
Allison?
Yeah. We're not going to comment on that right now.
And then, Mr. Chao, any last reaction? Your daughter's back safe after a week of not knowing where she is. Your reaction to that?
Okay, we're going to hear some answers now. I just want to say, when there are people in chat saying this is none of our business, I get it feels a little bit like, oh man, what are we watching? This is a bit awkward now because it's more like custody battles and divorce and all that. But we know how some of those cases end very badly, let alone if a teenager runs away. We know how that can also be. So I'm just so grateful that Allison is safe, that she's well, that DCFS is involved, that things that things are happening, okay, in her case, that her aunt is fighting for her, she's got friends fighting for her dad, he has to comply with the court orders, it seems. Again, I'm not blaming the mom, I'm just trying to read the room of what's going on here. But, it's kind of became our business, of course, because we wanted Allison to be found. That's what social media is for. Like, let's raise awareness, let's get momentum on this, let's everyone know. You never know how much of an impact that had. Did the person driving around, where did they see the flyer? You know what I mean? Social media can spread so far and wide, which is really, really great. And there were volunteers there, very passionate people, boots on the ground, looking for Allison. It's also great for her to see, So let's listen to the last 10 minutes of this press conference here.
Yeah, just to clarify, we're having our football huddle about Mr. Chao does want to express his entire feelings, his sentiments about what's happening with court, but it's frustrating for him right now because of the current pending litigation. In these kind of scenarios, if you say something, it can be not only criminal law and family law, any court setting in reality can be used against you. And so he is frustrated with that aspect. He wants to express his concerns, his issues, and everything he can with you folks, but he is unfortunately at this point he can't because of the open litigation. As mentioned by counsel, they're still going to court here, and that's where it's at.
This is just sort of factual. Are you divorced or are you married to her mother?
Counsel can answer that. Sure.
Is he divorced or married to her mother?
He's in the middle of a divorce proceeding.
How long has it been going on?
Since April of last year.
Okay, so we need more than just one.
And just for the record, Allison has been living with Dad for that entire year.
For what entire, sorry, what period?
Back to from my understanding, the onset of.
Yeah, so since the divorce proceedings, Allison's been living with her dad that entire time. That is also what was reported by, I believe, that TikToker. And we looked at his YouTube video today. So he was on the case from the very beginning, I only really saw his TikToks. And so, that was very helpful as well to get the momentum of this case going.
Litigation, the divorce back, is it March, April of last year? Or about March of 2023. Okay. She has been living with Dad the entire time.
Jenny, you seem pretty close with Allison. I know she was biking to your house. Can you speak with us about her personality, what she's like? Is she someone you view as almost like a daughter to you?
Yeah, she's just a teenager who loves K-pop. Can we have you?
Let's play musical chairs over here.
Your auntie, the side from him, right? Okay.
Yes.
Es la hermana.
Sí, la hermana de él, sí.
Coño.
Tell us about Allison.
Allison's just a great kid. She is an amazing artist. She's a really good baker. She's like a teenager who just loves K-pop, likes to do K-pop dances, and is a wonderful cousin to my daughter. She's very kind and caring and considerate. She's just such an amazing kid, so I'm so happy that we found her and that she's safe.
What has this week been like for you?
It's been a nightmare. I have not slept. And we just kept searching, so I'm very happy that she's found. And I really want to thank the communities. We've made met so many amazing people who have just offered to help and tirelessly searched all kinds of areas, and I'm just really, really impressed with how good people still are.
We know how delicate this is, and you guys were just talking about how she had been living with Dad, and you just had said earlier that the court had ruled just last week that her mother would get custody. Do you think possibly that was the impetus for her to leave, knowing that she was going to have to leave the home that she loves with her father?
You can answer that. That's your personal opinion, then. You can answer it.
please ask that again?
My opinion, my question is, she's been living with Dad. They're in the middle of a divorce. The court rules the judge in her courtroom rules that she has to now go live with her mother. And then she decides to leave. Do you think that might have been the impetus because she wants to stay with her dad?
Well, she said on the video that her mom was forcing her to check into a mental health facility. Was that the impetus?
Well, we don't want to comment on the mental health facility portion, but in addressing your question as to it's your opinion, if you think if she left because she now has to go with mom as opposed to dad, that is your opinion.
Because that would answer the whole system question. You know, she wants to be with her father. It's clear. She's 15, and I know in family court, that's you're in that gray area where you can't make that decision. And so perhaps she wanted to stay with dad and found out she was going to have to go live with her mother.
Or her mother was going to have to stay in her life. So I'm allowed to answer this?
That's your opinion.
Yes, yeah, the answer is yes,
Maybe
you can
that's why
answer.
maybe she was so crestfallen because she was going to have to go back.
Why do you think she left?
No tenemos nada.
Yes, I absolutely, that's what we were speculating and thinking.
Can you say that in a sentence, like elaborate, like what are your thoughts on why she ran away?
You can talk. You can say it.
She doesn't like her mother. So she ran away because they were going to force her to be with her.
Can he say that, or should I
Can
say
I,
that?
Well,
opinion-wise?
I don't like being in front of the cameras. I'm a very private person. This is very difficult for me.
Thank you.
But I think we understand what you're saying, what he said. She didn't like her mother. She wanted to be with her father, and she was sad because the court was now forcing her to live with her mother.
I have not spoken to her since she was last seen. I do not know exactly what was going on through her head or what she was thinking. I don't know when I will be able to see her. But yes, I think she ran away because she didn't want to be with her mother.
I just want to make it clear that these are temporary orders set to be reheard and set to be relitigated. So these were just temporary.
Anything further?
Well, thank you for clarifying
Thank
that, though,
you.
because we're kind of, I know
Yeah.
you guys are all in it and you know the background, and we're just kind of coming into this.
Well, I think that hit it home.
What
I think,
is
yeah.
going on?
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
We know in the back of the court.
To the attorney, can you say when are the next proceedings, or like when a decision or a hearing is scheduled?
I believe you guys are court reporters and are able and intelligent enough to figure that one out.
You can get help from her down there. She,
Thank you.
she knows what she's doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys again. Glad that worked out. Yes. Sí.
Spanish.
Español, sí, no. Yeah. Podemos decir sí.
Right.
Thank you guys. Okay. Any further questions, follow up? If you want us to inform you of updates, we can reach out as far as what's happening today.
Can I share my opinion or no?
Can you share with them?
Yeah, why
oh,
not?
all right.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask that you do
Careful.
not put my daughter's name in anything. Again, I'm a very private person.
Who's your daughter?
Yeah, we can keep the names
no,
out. All the minors. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And this young man as well. This is best friend.
They were literally like, please don't put my daughter's name in anything. They're like, who's your daughter? No names.
Classmate from All Souls.
So,
And this is and for the record, folks, this is not coming from counsel. This is best friend's opinion, like I'm sure you see everyone's opinion on social media.
Yeah.
So,
How old are you, sir?
I'm 15.
And can you lean into the microphone?
Sure.
Thanks.
So, in my opinion, she does not enjoy the presence of her mother. She's like what that video showed online. She said that she doesn't feel safe, and I can understand completely because one night when I was texting her, she decided to open up about her situation, and I'm just going to be very, very vague for legal reasons. But her mother is like a devil to her. You know, she wants to stay away from her, and in my opinion, I believe the mother's like very narcissistic in terms of past interviews, past experiences. her dad has always been in her life ever since I was in school. It's always been him that's dropping her off, picking her up, and the times I do see her mom, it would be for like 1 or 2 times a year, only for like I guess big events. She's very absent in her life, you know, and she would definitely run away from home if she was to be forced into the care of her mother, especially if they were going to put her someplace she doesn't want to be for what they say is temporary, but if they analyze that she may not be stable, it's going to be for a long time, because I've also been to a similar place like that. And on top of it, the mother has like a buttload of money, you know, especially her family. So it's very tricky for her father, because just recently he's been followed too, you know, and his major concern, Mr. Jeffrey's concern about my family and us, is that we're also going to get targeted by her mother, you know. So it's very concerning that Allison was going to be in the mom's care, and I can only hope that she would be in the right hands after this is all settled.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your mom's name?
Annie.
Annie.
Good job. Good job. Okay, guys. Thank you again. Okay. You guys have our contact. Yeah. A lot going on here. Yeah.
Okay, everyone, and that's it for the press conference and all the updates. That was hectic. I'm so glad that Allison was found safe, that she's in the care now of DCFS, which is like CPS. They're interviewing her, they're talking to her alone, you know, you could hear. It doesn't sound like her dad or aunt, or probably not her mommy, they can see her right now. So, you know, I just hope that she will stay safe, you know, and that she won't be forced to be somewhere where she doesn't want to be, where there might be abuse. I don't know. But anyway, so thank you so much for sharing Allison's case as much as you guys did. Really appreciate it. And for all your comments and all your insights and everything, and, you know, cheering her on now. I hope that she will be okay, and that she'll continue to do well at school. And she's got such great friends. Oh my word, those friends are so wonderful. To stand up for her like that. Wow. So, okay. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I don't really have much more to say. I'm going to link all the sources, the press conference, the YouTuber and TikToker's video that he shared as well. I'm going to link that for you in the description box and everything, all the articles and all, in case you want to see it again. All right, everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow for trial day with Ashley Benefield's trial. And leave your comments below. I look forward to reading them, and I'll see you soon. Bye.